everyone, and a good evening to everybody. So, my topic, why architects should play games. Uh, I can't come up with very serious subject things, and I can't talk much about my work. So, I always look for topics that are related to the subject, but slightly different. So, today I need to talk about why architects should play games. Of course, I'm not talking about Gilli Danda and all the games that we played bachpan mein. I'm talking about online games or video games that bachchas nowadays are playing. So I have a 14-year-old at home, and for the past 5, 6 years, and I'm sure all of you who have children in the age group of 4 to going upwards are all aware of the fact that how much kids, teenagers, and even young adults love playing games. They are kind of addicted to it. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, there are so many good things. It's their way of socializing in a virtual world. They interact. They are much more sharper. They speak well. They present well. So all good things. But somewhere I also feel that it is an addiction. They're just hooked on to playing these games. But then, theek hai, I delved into it. My son, who's playing games, always gets me to, Mama, ye dekh lo. This is how I'm building this. Jaga, city, and I realized that there are a lot of positives to playing games. Of course, all of us know that playing games, there are studies that have been conducted that show that people are more mentally agile. People live longer. Among the various positives, it activates some dormant parts of your brains. Playing games activates dormant parts of your brains. So then, why is gaming or video gaming by us parents looked down upon? So I just started looking into it, or asking my son ki mujhe bhi bata kar kya rahe ho. So the more I got into it, I realized that how games and architecture is connected, and that's the whole point of today's presentation. So while I researched, I realized that gaming has become, interestingly, a medium of instruction in most schools and colleges. And it is being used to teach children to solve spatial problems. It is being introduced in architecture colleges in courses, which was the most surprising part. They have introduced gaming in architecture colleges in a course, in a master's course, which shocked the life out of me. I said, wow, so theek hai, now we are going to pay the colleges to allow us to play games. Anyways, so games is becoming like a visualization tool. So now, getting to my presentation of, yeah, something is wrong. Something has gone off in this presentation. So this is all that I spoke about. I mean, what is so bad about playing games? What are the positives? I mean, everything good about it. Improves your memory, your mood, spatial visualization. It improves social skills, perception. It improves physical fitness too. I used to play a lot of VR games, and I realized it was much better than going to the gym and practicing these games at home. So why not? So then we come to why gaming for architects. So while doing my research, Dezeen had this lovely article which said gaming technology can help architects engage people in a more dynamic and inclusive way. So which got me thinking that, okay, this is the future. We are all doing 3D visualizations through SketchUp, Enscape, 3D Max. So is this the new way forward? Because while I saw my son playing games, I realized he's building environments. So I asked him, क्या बना रहा है? He said, Mama, ये घर बना रहा हूँ, ये ऐसा है, ये warehousing है, इस पर ये छत डाली है. And I realized that gaming is offering a lot of elements that we as architects can use. It's really, really becoming a visualization tool. The other positives of why all architects should play games, it helps in storytelling. I mean, we all know concepts. We build concepts. हम कहानियाँ बनाते हैं. जब हमें कुछ बेचना होता है client को, we build the sama around it. So gaming helps in storytelling. There are many games like The Ghost of Tsushima, God of War. These are immersive 3D games with a timeline and a cultural context. So if you see these kids, they are talking about cultural nuances, and it was so interesting. These games create compelling visual narratives, making the user learn the art of storytelling. By bringing the digital realm to the physical realm can create very interesting cultural exchanges. So games are good. They allow us to hone our skills of storytelling. So if you're teaching students that as they step out into the profession, it's a skill they need to have. The next good part about why architects should be gamers is strategic thinking. We are all aware of SimCity. We are all aware of so many of these games that we have played. So these are simulation games where you can create cities from scratch. So for us as architects, it is very important, say urban planners, it is very important to anticipate future development and planning. So games is the way to go forward. SimCity is a sandbox interference, gaming interference. Similar ones are Second Life, GTA, Gameplay, and so on. SimCity or others are simulation games where we can create cities from scratch. It includes city zoning, revenue building, energy infrastructure, employment avenues, as well as intercity relationships. So aren't these all the things that we architects think of when we are doing urban planning? So why not do this kind of design in a fun way? Many of these games, you can even put in climatic conditions and you can evolve your whole cities around it. You can anticipate how the population will grow in this city, in this part of the city. You can create these kind of models and anticipate how the city is going to play out, which way the population is going to move, kahan hame malls lane, kahan schools lane, kahan residential lane. It's so much interesting to do rather than the 3D SketchUp and all that takes forever. The third point, so this is just a video I got along, a small trailer for SimCity. So this is actually a video game that kids play and it is happening so fast as we speak. It's easy to learn. Isn't this for us? There are very good building models you can create in games. Factories, you can plan the entire city on a game and in a very short period of time. You can forecast models on it. Improvement of spatial skills. Now, while you're playing a game, you're also seeing something, your brain is seeing something which is in the background. So basically, children or even us, we can see the whole space in a 360-degree environment. It improves our spatial skills. It helps architects develop a point of view while visualizing and working on gaming environments. The fourth point of why we should all play is, of course, creativity. So both these buildings that you see are created on a very simple game known as Minecraft. That any 7-year-old, anybody has a 7 to 10-year-old, उसने Minecraft खेला है. ये models Minecraft में बच्चों ने बनाए हैं. So why not? This is like a Lego block. This is good for creativity. Maybe it doesn't limit us. जो हमें BMC, bylaws वगैरह से हमारी creativity limit हो जाती है, यहाँ पे नहीं होते. We can create these amazing creative spaces. It's good for students to be using simple things like Minecraft. It helps. It's very intuitive in nature. It helps in problem solving and helps students prepare for the future. So why? Which brings us to the point, why gaming? I mean, it's obvious that ये सब चीज़ें हम 3D SketchUp से Enscape या 3D Max में कर रहे हैं. So what is the big deal about gaming? First, it is very easy to do. Extremely easy. It's also very intuitive. Anybody can do it. I am a technological geek. मुझे technology नहीं समझ आती. But even I can do this. So if I can do this, I'm sure everybody can do this. And third and most important is so much cheaper than buying a 3D SketchUp model. So why not? I mean, it costs an arm and a leg, so why not create building basic models on gaming? This is created, so it looks more like a Lego block, but it's good for visualization, the initial first steps. Now coming to something very important, going forward in the future, there's a very interesting avenue opening up where architects are being engaged by these gaming companies to create environments in games. So that's a very, very lucrative profession. Many of these gaming companies are cash rich. They are creating very good games and they are engaging young architects who get to explore their creativity through this gaming. These are all interiors or environments in a game. And all of these are fabulous. So this is the environment of fantasy. This is a game environment and you need architects to design this. So if we are bored dealing with bylaws,